And welcome back to Gaming with God. I'm your host, Grumpy Old Dude, and we will continue now with episode 26, Dungeons in the Naheulbeuk Amulet of Chaos. Episode 25 is recorded, it is processed, and it is currently uploading to YouTube as I speak. That will take about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And then episode 26, I'll begin processing that and upload that later this afternoon. But we will now continue. Episode 25, we had found the amulet there, had to fight our way past the priests again, and we opted to destroy the amulet. I got curious what would happen if you didn't destroy it. Did some looking online, and apparently it asks you a bunch of questions or whatever, and then presents you the option again, destroy the amulet or don't. And if you keep saying don't, it keeps looping until you do destroy the amulet, at which point you end up where we are now. Everybody in the party leveled. We've done that. So now we go back upstairs. Go back to the dungeon. Okay. We will now go back to the dungeon. Now,
You should always note your escape routes on a map.
Shouldn't be traps because we just came down this hallway. Here we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Twisty turny.
Yours carved maps on granite. Heavier, but sturdier.
Take the left. Okay, I don't remember what direction we came in.
What is it?
I'll make the left. We gotta run back. Through this maze of hallways. And here we go, back to Ulrich's Depths. The Chaos Dwarf's throne room. A character has to be oriented toward the target of an attack to provide some support. Support only works for melee attacks. I do find the dialogue in the game to be comical. It's entertaining. I've read some comments on forums where some folks don't appreciate it. No, they're wrong. They're entitled to their opinion, and they are entitled to be wrong. So, they are. Enough said for that. Rooster's almost done walking across the top of his eggs here on the loading screen. One of these days I'll start filtering through the videos each time and edit that down. Yeah, right. No, I won't. And we go back to the dungeon now, huh? Yep. Let's go to the tavern first. How much am I weighed down here? No, I'm not weighed down at all. I did get some new armor and such. Let's see what we got here. With the new battle scepter, that either goes to her, 33 to 39.
What do you want, peasant?
Careful with my books.
33 to 39, 10 precision, 7, 1, 7, and 4 to courage. Yeah, that's a little bit less damage. More to precision. That's the protection. I almost think I'd rather have that 3 protection. The 4 courage will let her act more quickly. 7, 1.7 on criticals versus 5 and 1.5. It's better damage, better critical chance, but reduced precision. And instead of protection, you get courage.
Yes, Queen. This makes me look badass.
It's impolite to search through a lady's dress, unless she invites you.
Heal her. Speed. We'll
Do
speed
I have
her up
something
in
to jot
the
down
process.
some quick notes?
Crap, what a mess.
Swashbuckler gauntlets do 2, 1, and 1. Yep, those are better than what he's got.
Cool. I won't look like such a
No
nerd.
way I'm giving it away.
Nope.
How come people put their hands in my pockets? Pretty. I'll take it, thank you.
Assassin doublet does 4 and 2. 2 on agility, 5, 1 constitution, 1 courage. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm gonna do that.
What's in there? Ah, my bad.
1 protection, 3 impact. 1 protection, 2 impact. Okay. Oh, those are for the priestess. 1 protection, 3 impact. 1 protection, 1 impact. Okay.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
I'll accept this as a humble homage to my
So holy
magnificence.
snitches. 1 protection, 5 magical resistance. 2 protection, charisma, 1 courage. Again, I think most of her damage comes from magic stuff.
Don't mix the potions or boom.
Okay, so that's into that stuff. Okay. Now we
I
have
feel like
to
we're going
go
in circles.
right and left. And back up into the dungeon. There we go, back to the caves, which we then have to take back to the dungeon. You can change the game's difficulty at any point in the options menu, so on the fly. If you're getting your butt handed to you and you cannot remedy it, you can reduce the difficulty level unless you're already at the base. Or if it's just not giving you any challenge at all.
Eighth
and
chapter.
you
The
want
dungeon
more of a
map.
challenge, you
Done with
can make it more
the
difficult.
stairs?
Yeah, think so. I didn't count the steps.
They could have put in an elevator.
I ran all the way up. Pussies.
As I was saying, eighth chapter, the Dungeon Master. After contributing to the political stability of the Chaos Dwarves
Chaos
Kingdom,
dwarves suck.
All dwarves suck.
or go and wither away somewhere.
Carrots give you great skin, and they help you see
Excuse
in the
me?
dark.
Trying to work here? So, where were we? At the apex of their underground tribulations, our heroes shattered the Amulet of Chaos and have finally freed themselves from Tough Luck's curse. Or so they hope.
I'm not crazy about the subtext here.
I didn't listen. Too many words.
I'm feeling negative energy here. La la la, I can't hear you.
Nothing you hear.
Oh, here you are. It so happens I just finished dumping off some gooey spider bits.
Ew, when you say gooey, you mean the spiders or the bits?
From what I've seen, both.
Good. Now we have to decide what we'll do next.
Well, as your leader,
Oh no, mercy, not in my head. I can't sweep out the inside of my skull.
Smoking is bad for your health.
What the
Who said things couldn't get worse?
Ah! My powers! At last! They've been released! Thank you, you brainless adventurers! You gave me back what Tough Luck took from me! Unlimited power! I am...
In the body of an old janitor.
What? But by Cinch's 100,000 avatars!
I get it. He was forced to possess the first weak mind he could find.
What a loser. Next stop, nursing home for demons.
Ooh, he was this close to ending up in the elf.
It's nice of you to care about me.
It's just that if he had possessed you, I would have had the chance to split your dipshit skull.
Actually, cleverness has nothing to do with willpower. Take the barbarian.
Demons suck. Crowd eats 4 of them for breakfast every morning.
What nuisances! Even in the body of a janitor, I can make you bite the dust!
Oh. Oh, now we get to fight a god, huh? A demon. All right. Let's see here. Okay.
Give us the amulet, then die.
Close ranks.
Close ranks!
Chaos shall rule!
I'm going to enjoy this!
No, you're not.
Me too!
Ooh. Opens up with a critical hit on my ogre. Take that.
His astral energy is having a bad hair day.
Really don't want to move her to the front. Barbarian and dwarf will go next. All three of those.
Firebird!
Who is that?
Oh, he was there. It's a sprint. Hey.
Oh!
He only moved to there without sprinting.
Ha!
Oh, he goes again? Oh no, that wasn't the demon guy. That is. Okay. Allies cannot be hurt.
Let us thank the healer.
Ow!
Yep. And that was round one. Now round two begins. Ooh, he hit my dwarf hard.
And you?
He hit my dwarf way hard. Oh, he just pops in another guy. Out of nowhere. And puts a critical hit on my dwarf. Not good.
The arrow wasn't straight.
Dropped him and healed her up.
Oh, that didn't hurt.
Here we go.
Hey! Oh!
Oh hell, he's still gonna hit Barbier.
Good deal, Waller!
Well, if you're trying to help our foes, nice one.
Ha ha, catch me if you can.
It makes pretty much a given that Bulger should crush him now. Yep.
see that one coming, did you?
95, that was big. What's this guy back here hiding from? Poison arrow. Healed him up, huh? Here's this demon guy who gets to go twice. Ogre's not happy about that. Not happy about that either. Dwarf is in a very bad way.
Why is he so mean? Didn't we clean up after ourselves?
Ooh, 94. Good job. Still got 11.
Zoom!
Ah. Much for that one. Ew.
Watch.
Yahoo! That's what I call an incantation.
And they're down to 3 left to oppose me here. He comes up
Hey,
and
watch the robe.
applies bandages to the ogre.
Tough it out.
Oh, this guy.
I am the master of time!
This is about half of what he had left, a little better. There we go.
Who's this Losax dude? Take that worm!
Oh!
Oh, that's Brent.
Yeah!
There you go.
Oh!
Owie.
Dalzabeto Navalu.
Ooh.
Maybe we could cook a nice mushroom omelet.
Do we stun him? Is he immune? Yeah, physical resistance block the stunning effect. Oh, that's a sprint.
Bingo!
I gotta get him healed up. Oh, he dodged twice. Yay! Thump.
Ow!
Take this, chicken shit!
Yeah. And then they got this guy hiding back here.
Who do you think I am, you lout?
I thought that was Lorax over here. Oh, Dwarf's not happy.
Oof!
Starting to think the dwarf might be right.
Firebird!
End of that one.
Eat! And boom! Fly away!
Shout!
Hooray!
Big hit. And that dropped my ogre.
Yeah!
this guy? Oh, great. They're all bunched up.
I should have stayed home and stuffed Chad.
Ooh. Hurt my thief in a bad way. Oh, I didn't even realize he was standing there. Holy crap. Oh, it's not just him. He's there too. There we go. Let's see with that guy. Oh, my dwarf just dropped.
A janitor demon is still a demon.
There we go. Ah! I thought he had just gone.
Euclid, help us banish this despicable demon!
Ow!
Let's see here. Oh, he moved. What?
Me too!
Ah. Oh, no, she doesn't get to do that.
Swallow!
Where'd he go? Right there. Oh no.
Oh, that didn't hurt.
Yes, it did.
Demons are meanies.
that? I need to sprint. Well, that's his guy.
Ow!
No. There he is. Okay. My dwarf is down and out. That's who that is right there. Okay.
Hi,
Let me
everybody!
get first aid to the dwarf.
Tough it out.
Ah!
Howie!
It's just the beginning!
And that drops my health. She gets the health back up.
Oh!
I can smell the proles swarming around me.
Wait. No, I'm the dwarf. Damn it. And then, ooh, he's about to drop. Drinks a health potion.
That potion did look weird.
And then the dwarf. And because they're standing in the way, he can't get anywhere. Sprints around to there.
Oh!
Ooh, big hit. There we go.
Thunderation! Oh, I'm covered in blood.
Oh, heal everyone.
I'd rather have a nice gallon of ale.
Take a bunch of stuff.
We really kick your ass, you demon.
Thanks! Thanks!
Huh?
You're so stupid!
Okay, I'm lost. We smashed his teeth in. Why is he laughing?
Free! Finally! I'm whole and free again, thanks to you. Thanks! Thank you and farewell, you dumb fools! Have fun in this crappy dungeon for all eternity!
Like Goldilocks braids, we've helped out another bad guy again. Oh, bunny pellets!
He left, so we're cool, right?
Oh,
Unbiased hourglasses. It's too late. They went back to the demonic planes.
It's that wanderer who was skulking about the inn.
The one smoking his dumbass pipe.
Something tells me he's not a real wanderer.
I knew he was a fake. Moreover, I'm taller than him.
I'm Dr. Oswald, head of the Time Squad from the Dungeons Fund.
Doctor Who? From what?
As you know, the Dungeons Fund is the institution running the numbers for all adventurers in the land of Fang. My squad makes sure that the space-time continuum stays intact, despite the adventurers.
Tell me about it. Another big dweeb. You could have come to our help faster, you squid ink pen pusher.
My first imperative is not to meddle with the guests. But in this case, you guys suck so bad that the fate of the universe is changing radically.
Watch your mouth. At least I'm not an imposter.
Yep, you're a very real chair stuffer.
Hey, come on,
Listen,
that's not...
The demon Lozax has got his powers back thanks to your intervention. He's gone to the demonic planes.
So what? Good riddance.
Their curse is still active. We're trapped in the time loop.
All right, we're kind of screwed. Kind of a lot. Isn't there something you can do?
Even I can't break this demonic loop.
But, magic always finds a way, doesn't it?
Maybe if...
Yes? Anything?
Maybe if we found a dungeon master, we could lift the curse by bringing this place back to its initial state.
What do you mean, maybe?
Time policing isn't an exact science. I think that the curse's stability depends on the absence of Zangdar, the master of this place. And yet, he's still there. Of that, I'm sure.
Yeah, we should find the dungeon master.
He's there, but not here? I don't get it.
Who's the dungeon master guy?
I've said enough already. I'm going to follow another lead by myself.
He says that when he's actually out of ideas, the hooded piece of shit.
Oh, so we know what we're doing.
Well, maybe we should ask for some arcanic help.
Great gods, if you only had a powerful wizard in our party. I guess we'll go back to those crooks in the VIP room.
Okay.
Dwarves carve maps on granite. Heavier, but sturdier.
Ask the VIP wizards for assistance. Second level, I believe, in the tavern. So we'll wander through the caves here. Yep, this way. This should bring us back out, I think, toward where the troll is in the cage. Or do we have to make another turn yet before we get to that? Oh,
You
crap.
should always note your escape routes on a map.
Around the right side here. There's the cage right there. Okay. Attacking the enemy from behind or from the side when it says flanking raises both precision and damage. So obviously it's easier to hit from the side or behind. And when you hit for more damage. Makes sense. There'd be no active defense that way, or greatly reduced from the flank at any rate. From behind, it'd just be the passive defense of the armor. Okay. Now we need to go. Is this the store? No. I was going to see if I had stuff to sell. In the store directly across from the... Damn it.
Grom doesn't need a map.
Yeah, well, you're not Crumb. Okay, turn to the left. And that's the store. Alright. What kind of equipment did we find there?
If it stinks, it's my boots.
Igor Gon's prize sword, 50 to 73. 3 critical chance, 2 critical damage. Slightly reduced critical chance, 44 to 55, 50 to 73.
Oh, cool. The same as Kra.
Nothing there.
Crap, what a mess.
Nope. Okay, that's 4, 1, and 2. That's 4, 1, and 2. Protection, charisma, courage. Protection, charisma, courage. Elite Hunter Gambison. Oh, he has 2 Elite Hunter Gambisons. So we can sell one of those. 2,400 gold. Wow. And we'll sell that. Let's see.
Hands off my gold, my precious gold.
Nothing there.
How come people put their hands in my pockets?
Nothing there. And 35. No, that's no good. That's for the barbarian.
What's in there? Ah, my bag.
44 to 55. 50 to 73, so that's no good. Alright.
I've got some nuts for the squirrels.
Cuirass of Deadly Blades. 5, 1, and 1. Yeah. That's one I had just changed. Knee pads of truffle soup. 1 protection, 4 physical resistance. That is 1 protection, 3 physical resistance.
Careful with my books.
It's impolite to search through a lady's dress. Unless she
2 and
invites
1.
you.
1 and 5 magical resistance. I'm just going to leave that alone. Okay, so that's all their gear. Oh, wait a minute. I did not check for rings and such, which would be here.
No, stay out of my pockets.
Plus 10 to precision, minus 1 to critical chance. Let's see, who's got lousy precision? 133.
No way I'm giving it away.
Dwarf at 123. Barbarian at 124. Ogre at 107.
Do I have something to
What do you
jot down
want,
some quick
peasant?
notes?
And she's at 90. Good lord. Yeah, I'm not worried about her getting a critical hit. I want her to hit. Okay, so here's the rings handed out. Now what do I have to sell? Cherokeener armbands. Cuirass of the Deadly Blades. Claymore Bloodsplaying. And bone shin guards. All the armor weapons and armor that I have replaced or opted not to use. God, I have 48,000 gold now. Sold some expensive stuff. What does she have? Arcatruce's Ring of Power, +3 to impact. Magic. Belt of Double Dipping. Boots of 7 Evil Deeds. Ooh, 4 protection, 2 courage, 3 physical resistance, and 1 movement. Yes.
I hope this is a worthy investment.
I will buy those.
The poor
this guy.
get poorer.
His existing boots do 3 protection, 5 dodge, 1 to sprint. This gives him 1 to his base movement before the movement is called a sprint.
Fine craftsmanship, and could be pawned for a nice amount.
Sell. Where's those boots that I just replaced? Right there. What else do you got in here? Boots of the Cunning Archer, 1 protection, 2 dodge. The Executed Execution, no. 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 Long Distance Runner Ring. Movement -1, but sprint +3. I would like something that helps movement for the dwarf. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Okay. Now we'll go upstairs to the tavern. Second floor. Women's wear, lingerie. Y'all aren't old enough to remember elevator operators, are you? I can remember when that was a job, elevator operator. In the department stores, and be a lady. And be sitting on a bar stool like chair, working the controls on the elevator, running the elevator up from floor to floor, and she'd announce. 3rd floor, sporting goods, hardware. 4th floor, menswear, or whatever it was. 2nd floor, ladies' wear, lingerie, whatever. Yeah, that was a job. V.I.P. room. Da-da-da-da-da.
I believe the exploratory collective is back with a new request.
So they are. The roads they've taken through their wondrous peregrinations seem to have brought them to us in search of our miracles. Or they're running in circles like idiots.
The proletariat tends to repeat the mistakes of the past. Alas, 'tis probably the price a respectable person has to pay when they associate with such flunkies. But how entertaining they are.
We're looking for the master of this dungeon. It seems he's being held captive somewhere and kept hidden.
I see. It goes without saying, however, that our intervention is dependent on just retribution of our astral skills via a preliminary transfer of fiat cash.
We'll manage on our own. We can't give him our gold.
Wait. What if I told you we are all trapped in a demonic time loop?
The dread that comes with the evils unleashed by demons is prone to make any wise man doubt his own path. But did you really think you could play us like that?
Yeah, 'cause all you do is drink, smoke like a couple of blast furnaces, and pig out on fondue.
We're aesthetes of the cheesy agape. How dare you?
Just a sec. I'm checking my astral anomalies scanner. I had, in fact, switched it off when we arrived to keep the commercial solicitations from interrupting us. Drat!
Damn, we've been duped like dupes. And how am I supposed to find the chosen one, his magic sword, and the crazy bitch in the lake now?
You see, we share the same nightmare.
Our common interest is obviously linked to the termination of this demonic space-time disturbance. However, it is not our wont to do volunteer work.
Dude, you're a total asshole. Not only did you pawn my sword to pay your debts, but now you won't even lift a finger for those kids who are trying to save our asses?
Yes, well, It seems reasonable to outline the convergence of our needs as a justification for the deduction of the full amount of our wages for the aforementioned intervention.
We have been told the Dungeon Master must be brought back in order to break the loop.
'Tis true that the return of the master of these premises should appease the existential dissonance clutching at this dark fortress. But where is the
We can look for him through a divinatory ritual, like the times I have to pick the ripest cheese wheel in a cheese cellar.
If you could, that would be perfect.
But to do this, we need something that belonged to him, a valuable item.
How are we supposed to find an item that belonged to someone we don't know?
It would be surprising if you couldn't find any of the master's personal belongings anywhere in the whole fortress. Ask his personal servants for information.
His steward, for example?
Who can we interrogate?
Ravax, the half-goblin, the steward of this dungeon.
Good idea.
We'll pull bits off of him until he talks.
Yes! If this keeps going, I'll end up disappearing from this adventure altogether. My life is but a long, miserable humiliation.
But we can always count on you to whine. Come on to the 4th floor.
Come and find us in the summoning circle with an item that is befitting. We'll be laying the groundwork for the ritual ceremony, the accomplishment of which relies on rhythmic sequential cantillations.
Okay, so we're going to go up to the 5th floor, I believe. Whoop.
Dwarves carve maps on granite. Heavier,
Been a while
but
since I've been
sturdier.
here. That's right. My sense of direction was a bit discombobulated. Ranged attacks can mistakenly hit a character who's next to the target and in line of sight. It's called collateral damage. Doesn't have to be a friendly target. It could be one of the enemies that's adjacent to the one you were intending to hit. Okay. Yeah, I am going to check our timing and be right back to you. Yeah, we are at 59 minutes. So it is time to stop for the day here. We will save what will be episode 27, I do believe. 26 is uploading right now, right? Yeah. No. 25 is uploading right now. So we are on 26, so this will be episode 27. Oops. Here we go. We are saving for the next go around. So when we come back, we'll go looking for Ravax here on the 5th floor of the dungeon to get an item that belongs to the Dungeon Master so we can take it to the wizards from the VIP room in the room of summoning and blah, 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 blah. Click the like button. Hit the comments down below. Tell me what you think. Give me some feedback. If you don't like what I'm doing, that's fine. You know, not everybody's going to like everything. I don't like everything. I don't like everyone. Hence my name, Grumpy Old Dude. If you don't like something I'm doing, that's fine. Just tell me why you hit dislike instead of like. I think that's a reasonable request on my part. Click subscribe. We'll see you again next time. Until that time, whenever it is, take care of yourselves, stay safe, have fun, stay healthy, and stay the hell off my lawn. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.